if you ever get annoyed, upset, angry, emotional, anything like that, and someone says, let it go, man, and that annoys you, then I'm glad I'm not alone. Because I've had that in the past. And I'm like, well, I'm feeling what I'm feeling, and then you're telling me to feel something else. And that disparity pisses me off because this is real to me, this emotion. And yeah, I'd love to be able to let it go, but I can't right now. And I went through this for years, and actually, you know what? The idea of let it go, like, just didn't work for me. Because I had a situation with someone who'd hurt me really badly many, many years ago. And I really questioned my worth. Like, why can't I forgive? Why can't I let this go? Why can't I move on? And it was like, the more I tried to let it go, the less I let it go. Like I was still thinking about it. So by virtue of thinking about it, it was nigh on impossible to let it go, if that makes sense. So what worked for me so much better was growing in consciousness and tuning in to my own thinking. And by tuning into my own thinking, I noticed that those thoughts of anger were making me feel bad. And why would I choose to want to make myself feel bad? So instead, I'd have the thought come in my head and go, oh, that's there, and choose to think of something else instead. So I came up with this line, which is, Will, love yourself enough to want to think of something else. And by default, as a natural consequence of not thinking about that situation anymore, I let it go. It left my body, my mind, because I just wasn't thinking about it anymore. But that's just consciousness. And the best way to grow in consciousness is to meditate. It's to meditate every single day and make it a daily practice for the rest of your life. It's probably the one thing out of anything that we could do for well-being that I recommend most highly. Just literally lay in the morning, 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes 20 if you can, and just focus all of your attention on your breathing. Whatever thoughts come in your head, just bring them back to your breathing and just observe them. You don't have to judge your thoughts. Just keep yourself conscious to the breath, and you're going to really start to transform the way that you approach your mind. You're going to notice things you haven't noticed before, and you're probably going to love yourself enough to not want to think about that situation. That is all from me today, my friends. Lots of love. Bye-bye for now.